Hello everyone, this is Zeno here, and today we're going to talk about the Critattaccuraspeed Juggernaut. Let's do that again. Critattaccuraspeed. Critattaccuraspeed? Yeah, this guy. He's a Juggernaut. It's an evasion-based Juggernaut with free LMP and also free far shot. It's utilizing a new sword that came out recently, and this is a Spectral Throw accuracy scaling Juggernaut. So let's start it off with Undeniable is the accuracy scaling node that Juggernaut gets that is exclusive to Juggernaut, and by getting 200 accuracy we get 1% IAS. The next item we'll be using is what's thought to be a huge meme and probably still is. It's 1% increased projectile attack damage for the same exact ratio of 200. So both Undeniable and Obscurantis are both the same 200 accuracy to 1, except they're different in nature of attack speed versus projectile attack damage. Spectral Throw benefits from both of these. The last one, well, this is Oscar's Paw. This is Oskarm. Well, anyways, Oskarm will now give you critical strike chance per 200 accuracy at a 2 to 200 ratio. It's technically 1 to 100, but only when you achieve 200. That's the trick. And this guy also will yield us Assassin's Mark on hit, and it's pretty freaking awesome. So I'm scaling attack speed to get all three of these. I made these gloves specifically for this build, but ultimately for any build. What's not to like about life? Spell dodge, and also curse on hit. Everything else is up to you if you want to use it. And the downside, well, you can work that through. I have a +1 socketed gems here. I was trying to get another curse on hit, but it's really nice for Enlighten. So now I have a level 3 Enlighten. I only had to buy a level 2, and I could use Period of Elements, Hatred, and Grace. I can alternate between what I want, and ultimately, if I get a level 3 or 4 Enlighten in here, I may be able to run all of them together with maybe some aura effectiveness somewhere else, and aura reduced mana reservation I can throw in there. How does this work? So let's see. On this weapon I have LMP after using a movement skill, and also gives me far shot, which is 30% more damage. Because of this, I don't even need to use LMP. I'm actually, in place of it, using additional accuracy support gem because it gives both % accuracy and flat accuracy for scaling. I have 40% scaling here, as well as 30% up to 40 if you get a perfect roll. These are flat 500, nearly 500 here. My chest piece nearly has 400 up to. It's a 328 roll, a little low. It's got some flat fizz when I have out this minion here, and also gives me a chance to bleed. On top of that, I get 40% increased crit strike. So this chest is literally giving me a ton of damage. On top of 2k evasion with 100 life nearly. No accuracy on my boots or my belt, but I do have a crit multi-jewel in here, and I need to work out this crappy ring. The rest is crit multi-accuracy damage, damage accuracy as well. The name of the game is accuracy. My skill tree is accuracy we got here. This also yields reduced mana cost, whatever, but it gives attack speed, dex, and int. It's pretty good. Get a little bit of accuracy here for dual wielding and 20% here for using projectiles. I went Iron Reflexes because of Uriel's fostering. So, and there's a lot of evasion on my gear, so I actually get a decent amount of armor. I should probably quality that. But with a flask right now, I'm sitting at 14k, and I don't even have like GG gear by any means, so I'm gonna continue to try and push on Grace. I'm using Period of Elements. If I take off Period of Elements here, let's see what I am with Grace. So without Grace, I'm sitting at 7.8, and then with the flask, nearly 20k armor with Grace. So I want to definitely use this, and it's only what level? It's only 18 currently, so that's only going to go up from there. Yeah, let's do a quick map. So I haven't streamed the past few days just because my internet was pretty bad. I got my packet loss fixed today, so I should be on live stream. I'm going to put out this video before class. Blood Rage, and let's get a quick mapping. This is Gorge. So, will this be a minute-and-a-half Gorge? No, this is the first time I've played this guy in like 2 days. So, this is my warm-up for the day. I know I didn't exactly put out me playing through this content immediately. in terms of like in this video. I went right into the math because it's an odd build and it's unique in function. So I want to explain what it was before showing you what it is, because what it is just simply spectral throw in a unique way. But I feel like a really tanky ranged character. I don't have too much prod speed. I do have far shot, so prod speed does benefit me greatly. I thought about dual wielding the two weapons together. They're the set that turns into Arborix, but it gives me point blank, which is entirely counterproductive to far shot. Instead, I'd rather just take the damage than get some weird hybrid function going on here. It's like at its pinnacle, I'm dealing like less damage and more damage, so it neutralizes. At close range, I'm getting bonus damage always. And then I start to actually lose damage. Far shot does not outweigh the downside of point blank. It can neutralize point blank, but you can actually receive less damage with point blank. So I think it's best to just keep far shot and then keep things in the sweet spot at the end, because far shot gives you 30% more damage based on how far it travels. Point blank gives you less damage how far it travels. So they're counterproductive. In terms of the build though, like I deal damage. My clear speed is dependent on how fast I want to go and how much attack speed I get. Now remember, all this additional accuracy I'm scaling will also give me movement speed towards my movement skills, which is nice for whirling blades. I have to remember to keep out this little guy. Sometimes he dies. The Ursa's quite weak. Granted, he gives me quite a bit of damage. I mean, that's a lot of flat fizz, and it's given to me on a chest piece with life and evasion through the roof, on top of like crit and tons of other things. 100% crit before the boss. Interesting. I can use Ancestral Protector now. It does a melee attack, whatever, but it gives me the multiplier to attack speed, which is huge. Alright, I'm just trying to get Fortify. There we go. Sorry about that. So, usually you have to take out LMP or GMP for this, for slower proj, but because I'm getting it for free, I don't care if I have LMP or not, if I'm just fighting one guy. If I move around and I get it, great. So, additional accuracy support gem. I'm not entirely sure if it'll give more than faster attacks, but I'm currently running increased critical strike chance, increased crit damage, because I'm just scaling accuracy for the purpose of attacks per second, proj damage, crit chance. So crit multi actually becomes a huge gem in this. I do need to get int to further level these up, so I am starved on int. Chance to bleed I'm using just because it's a lot of flat fizz, and because I have so much scaling, and I'm running hatred. It seems to be pretty good. Additional accuracy is currently giving me, obviously, chance to hit, which I'm definitely capped at. Currently, my chance to hit is 9k, and with my goal amount, I have 19k accuracy nearly. Actually, 18.3k, not 19k, not even close to 19k. Let's be realistic. So this is 91% increased attack speed, 91% increased projectile attack damage, and 182% increased critical strike chance. So that's a lot. That's more than far more than the increased critical strike gem support gives. So Oskarm is finally giving me a lot of crit chance. Now what's the point of stacking accuracy past the point of hit cap? This is a question that has been asked to me before on live stream, so I'll answer it now on YouTube for anyone who watches this video. Accuracy can yield something that most builds haven't thought of, and if they have, good for you. Marylene's fallacy? I totally misspelled that. Marylene, so Marylene's fallacy. So this actually gives accuracy. It gives int, so I'm already like 2 of my problems, and it actually gives me what I want. It gives 240 global crit strike multiplier. That is ridiculous. A little bit of evasion, that's fine on my R. Light radius kappa. 40% less critical strike chance. Your critical strikes have culling strike. So the first thing is you could use Tripanon with this, and then you could just make a build, and it's pretty damn good. In this build, because accuracy is giving me guaranteed crit, and I'm going out of my way speccing into as much crit as I can, we could counter this with a Diamond Flask and the amount of accuracy I'm scaling to yield a 240 crit multi with accuracy still and int. Now, it doesn't have life, but it does yield a support gem. This is not as good as Slayer's Culling Strike for sure, but it's still Culling Strike, which is a guaranteed 10% less damage to anything you fight. What is that naturally in terms of damage? Like 12% more damage? Something like that. So it's pretty strong. I may swap into this truly late game. Yeah, this league's been good. Anyways, I hope you guys like the idea of the Critattaccuraspeed Juggernaut. Currently in Hardcore Abyss, level 76. So today on stream, when I get back from class, I'm uploading this video before class just to give you guys a taste if you enjoy it or not. It's a complete and total meme build. I'm just stacking accuracy, flat fizz, and crit chance. I mean, the golem literally gives crit chance and accuracy, so I think I can pull off Marylene's. Without power charges, I'm at 65% chance to crit on a 6.25 base with increased critical strike chance. Not even freaking leveled. So my crit chance should... With a diamond right now, I'm running pretty close to crit cap, I would say, with power charges up. And Assassin's Mark. Remember, Assassin's Mark gives a guaranteed level 7 or 8 extra flat crit chance. I should probably know what that is by now, but I don't. I'm really happy with this, and I think it could be scaled further. And I may take out Maim. Maim is my weakest in here for physical projectile attack damage. You get less attack speed modifier, which is like feels bad, man. But I do get a lot of global attack speed modifier. It would hurt that, but it might be able to counter it. You know, sustain it to be the point where it's not so bad. Physical projectile attack damage will probably yield more damage than Maim, because it actually makes it so they do as well take bonus bleed damage. Maim is pretty good though because it slows, and it's not bad, honestly. It's not bad. Yeah, I know I run Hatred, and eventually I'm going to run a Taste of Hate. So it increased physical damage taken will not benefit from that, but monsters tend to be pretty resistant, and I don't have very much Ellie Pen. So honestly, it's not bad. It boosts like any of those EE type maps. This comes in pretty heavy, so I can't focus on the tooltip when you have to think of the actuality of this game. Yes, I may deal a decent amount of cold damage according to my tooltip, especially if I get a Taste of Hate. We can boost that even further. It's just I don't have much Ellie Pen, and I need to be rational with my damage. And I think Maim slowing with Chill. And eventually, if I could get Corruption for Temporal Chains on hit, oh my goodness, I'd be so happy. The ideal, like what I'm going to start doing, here's the big end game is Marylene's Fallacy sells for like nothing. Oskarm sells for a decent amount. But I'm going to start buying Marylene's Fallacies. I'll just equip one that's really good. I'll just corrupt a bunch and I'll equip one that's really good. Or I could just keep it with int because I need int for now. And when I get int later, we can take it off. But I'm just going to start corrupting them to get +1 max curse, and then corrupt Oskarms to get temp chains on hit. If I get temp chains on hit, plus Maim, plus Chill, I mean, that's like, what more could I ask for? All I would need in that point is like Hinder, you know. I forgot to mention one last little gimmick of this build. This is a long YouTube video, I just realized, holy. The last like real interesting thing about this build is this little freaking Ursa. On top of giving me bleed chance and flat fizz, it also uses Rallying Cry, so it gives me mana regen and a ton of global damage. So this build has a lot of scaling potential. I just need to not suck and die. My HP is a little low, I'm just shy of 5k. I need to get my Uber Lab, which I'm still going to get immune to stun. If I get immune to stun, I could swap out my Pantheon. Probably... one of those. Or this is pretty good too. Reduce shock effect on you. Reduce shock duration is pretty good. Increase life recovery rate and of life and energy shield if you've stopped taking damage over time recently. That's huge. Chaos damage against damage over time. I'm using Oskarm. I could use every bit of that I could get. I don't know. We'll work about that later on live stream. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. My name is Zeno. And if you'd like to watch this, you can go to my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/ZenocideGenius. I stream live. Twitch is my main platform. I make YouTube videos, so you guys can come and hang out with us on live stream. I play a lot of copywritten music. I have over 1,500 songs on a playlist called Club Zeno, and I'd love to see you guys there. What do you think, Oscar? That's cool. Good answer. Anyways, cheers on tuning in. Hope to see you again.